Hello Taurus, this is Gypsy Spirit here with you, ready to give you your reading for April. And a lot of special things are happening for the month of April. And I have drawn several bonus cards for you. I'm starting with my Alice in Wonderland deck. And we have an angel card, a map card, and a flower card, bonus cards for you. And also, for many of you, this is not going to resonate, and that's okay. You pick what resonates with you and move with it. If you want a personal reading, which is all about you, you can go to my description below the video here and find my website. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get ready right now. So Taurus, looking at your cards, I'm going to show them to you first and then I'll go over it with you. One, you have an Ace of Pentacles. So Pentacles is always about money and material things. Then you have a major card, which is the Judgment card, and that's in reverse. And then another card, Ace of Swords. So what I'm picking up on when I first looked at the cards was there is some conflict on the job. Or wherever you make money. And for some reason, I just did Aries, and it was the same thing. There was something to do with work. So I'm feeling like, we're in springtime, and we're going through a lot of changes. We're in a new season now, and we're going through changes. A lot of us are going through spiritual changes as well. And that's really what I'm picking up for you, Taurus, in spite of, this is about the workplace. Your Ace of Pentacles, there's been some sort of conflict with your job, maybe with other co-workers or your boss, but there was a conflict. And sometimes we have to really take a good look at ourselves, because with the Judgment card here in the center, and it's being in reverse, it's telling me that, there have been some conflicts with other people, or like I said, with your boss in the workplace. And, we can always point our fingers at other people and play the blame game with them. But in this particular reading, it's showing me that you've been kind of playing that, the blame game a little bit. And the universe is trying to help you really take a good look at yourself and see where you have contributed. What is it that you need to change in your life? This doesn't really have anything to do with anybody else. It's all about you. We react often to other people, and I'm getting the feeling that this has something to do with the way you've reacted to maybe either your boss or other coworkers that have said or done things that in your mind hurt you, or there was some sort of conflict. But you have two aces here, which is really good, in spite of this Judgment card being in reverse. So the Ace of Pentacles here is talking about new beginnings, new ways of finding, your way in the workplace, and moving forward. But also the Ace of Swords here, so that's telling me that, yes, you have the Judgment card in reverse, but what I'm getting from all of this is that you are going to get to a point where you're going to be able to look at the whole picture, see the forest through the trees, and you're going to be able to recognize your part in whatever has gone wrong. And it's, that's not a bad thing. That's called growth. When we can be adult enough to look at the whole picture and see where we went wrong, what it is about ourselves that we need to change so that we can move on to a better place in our lives. So this doesn't have anything to do with anybody else really except for you, Taurus. And you're going to get that. You're going to understand what it is that you need to change. Your map card, honey, is the Wizard of Awareness. So it's all about I'm getting the feeling that there is a lot of shit going on in your workplace, your work environment. And, it takes two to tango in any relationship. And there has probably been some things that you've done or said that you probably shouldn't have. And that's okay. We're human, right? But your wizard of awareness it's like the universe is really trying to communicate with you and help you to understand things on a higher level. And I say that because your angel card is the Archangel Michael, okay, who's trying to give you divine guidance. It says, I'm with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So, I would really encourage you not to beat yourself up too much over anything that you've said or done that, you feel guilty about or feel like you shouldn't have said that, because life is all about learning and moving forward. And if you can take those mistakes that you've made and recognize what you did wrong or what you need to change in your life, then you're way ahead of the game. Your flower card actually is the bougainvillea. I hope I'm saying that right. It's beautiful flower. But if you happen to see the bougainvillea anywhere, the way I see it is like universe gives us signs. And if you're seeing this particular flower a good bit in your life, or you have one in your yard and it's really starting to bloom, that's a universe trying to help you understand. And this says invoke protection to bring the situation to a speedy end. So whatever has happened, you really need to look at it as a blessing and not as something really, really bad, because whatever has happened to help you grow. It's like looking at the cup. Are you going to look at it half full or half empty? And if you look at it as half empty, then you're never going to understand or get the meaning of what it is that you need to understand to make those changes in your life. But if you see it as half full, then you're going to get that understanding and see what it is that you need to make changes of your life. I remember when I first got divorced. Well, I wasn't divorced. I was separated at the time. And honey, I could have sat down with you and it would have taken me a week to tell you everything that my ex-husband had done that was wrong in our relationship, okay? And I remember one day I was meditating and I heard universe say, don't worry about the things that your husband did wrong. Let's work on you. And I really had to take some time and take a look at the things that I had done in that relationship that caused the marriage to fail, because he didn't do it all by himself. I contributed as well. So that's what's going on here. It's like universe is really trying to help you understand what part you played in whatever conflict there is, and you're gonna come through it. You're gonna get it, because you got the Ace of Swords here, which is going to give you peace and understanding over this conflict so that you can move forward. I'm getting the feeling that some of you have just felt like you have been verbally and emotionally bashed and beat up at work. And for some of, like I said, this is a general reading, so it's not meant, you're going to take whatever applies to you, resonates. It could be a work relationship, or it could be a romantic relationship. But whatever the case may be, this is the time, really. I mean, this is called growth. And this is really good, because we're getting, we're in the full moon phase. We're going to be having a new moon in the next week or so, but this is the time to really let go of all the shit that has been holding you down for so long. And I get the feeling from many of you, there's, when you have a conflict in your life or something going on, it's not something that just happened, like overnight. It's something that's been weighing you down for a really long time, and the universe keeps putting different scenarios in front of you to help you try to understand what it is that you need to change, and you know, in relationships especially, it's like, for me, I mean, I was like the worst. I have the worst luck in picking boyfriends and husbands. And what I finally realized, it was, you know, it wasn't really them. It was the energy that I had within me that was attracting these people. And the same thing, you know, I at my workplace even, the owner of the place that I have been working at is a narcissistic asshole, okay? But I keep being drawn to these types of people. And you have to ask yourself, why? You know, and so it's something within you. It was something within me that I needed to change. And what I will be honest with you, what I needed to change was to learn to value my worth, value myself, know who I am, love myself, and treat myself with self-respect and integrity. And it wasn't until then that my life really started changing. So if that's what the universe is trying to help you with, then go with that flow. Go with it. Whatever it is, you know, spend time with yourself, meditate, talk to the universe, and find out what is it that you need to change within yourself so that you can move on, like Archangel Michael. I mean, and maybe this is the angel that you need to be talking to. Asking what is it that you need to change so that you can bring your life to a higher level and you won't keep going back to those kinds of people, whether it be in the workplace or, you know, romantic relationships. So that's all I have for you today, Taurus. Thank you so much for listening. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notice every time I put something out. And again, if you want your own personal reading, it's in the description box below where to go for that. Thank you so much. And until I see you next time, Taurus, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.